guys, this is Kelly with City Slickers Homesteaders. So I'm gonna do a little garden update because we haven't done a video in a few days. So our peppers are really starting to get some good sized looking little peppers on them. These ones are super cool because look at that, they like are growing straight up. I thought those were super neat. And then our herbs, we did harvest some of our dill the other day, and we got those hanging. Looks like I got some little chamomile flowers to pull. Been plucking those and letting those dry so we can eventually make a tea. And then our little lavender plant actually has some little flowers starting on them, which is awesome. So then all of our tomatoes, we do have a few tomatoes starting to come on now. Let me see where those are at here. Oh, this one keeps, oh, this one fell over. Well, I think we'll need a cage around that one. We ended up going to our community garden and getting some of our cages down there that we could, sorry guys, that we could bend back into shape. So I'll have to put some of those cages on these, but look at these. It's cute little tomatoes. This one's got a whole bunch. I think these are all the jelly beans, so they'll be like little tomatoes. And then we've got some good sized ones going on here. And oh look, there's some there. There's more than I thought. And then our little plants, our little tomato plants have actually popped up pretty good just in the last couple of days. We've actually had a couple of days without any rain. And now it's getting like super stinking hot. I did go through and cut some of our greens because I knew it was going to get hot and I knew they'd start bolting here soon. So I was kind of hoping these would start forming into heads because they're the iceberg lettuce. But I think it got, those ones, I think they got too warm for them to do that before they started. So, and then some of our little volunteers have all kinds of tomatoes on them. Our freaking corn is huge. Try to squeeze back here. I did prune up some of our volunteer tomatoes that were back here. Oh look, didn't see those. We got little tomatoes on those. Got lots of blooms on these. Oh, there's so many nuts. And our green beans just still keep on growing. I haven't went through those today, so I'll probably go through those later to pick. Oh, here's another tomato plant. That's got a lot of blooms on it too. These just keep popping up everywhere. So, ouch, I'm tripping over things. And then our potatoes, they're starting to turn yellow, so soon we'll be able to harvest those and I'll be able to show you guys those. Whew, it is toasty out here. Got a lot of sage going too. I'll be able to make a sage bundle after those. And here's some of our other peppers that were gifted to us. I think these are Anaheims. Got one growing right there. And I've got our kitty cat yelling at us. Our citronella. Oh, here we go. My husband brought it out. So when we went to our community garden, which I'll add that to the end of the video. I just did like a little short, just kind of showing on the video of what it looked like down there. But we went ahead and pulled a lot of our onions. Obviously they haven't grown any, so we're just going to use them as green onions. And then we got some of our radishes pulled that were down there. But like everything else down there, like most of the tomato plants were destroyed. There was a couple left that might have some blooms on them. We might go down, you know, in another few weeks just to check on them. But like that's all we have left. And we had 20 21 tomato plants down there, and we had probably like over 30 pepper plants, and the ones that are left literally haven't grown any bigger at all. They're just the same. You are not coming outside. But they haven't gotten any bigger at all. No blooms, no nothing, so those are pretty much a waste. We found the sprouts of our carrots that we had planted a while ago, but there was no carrots on them. Just the ground down there is just so used, and you know, different people use them every year, so they're not always very well taken care of, and it was just such a mess. So we didn't even bother. We're not even going to bother. Like some people, you'll see in the video, some of the people, you know, were able to maybe till it up. We don't own a tiller, so there's just no way we wouldn't have had the manpower between us. We both work full-time jobs and everything. There's no way we would have been able to recoup that whole big garden. So we'll just stick with this year, and then we're going to expand it, I think, all the way to the porch here. And then we're actually going to go all the way down to the end of the chain link fence. So we'll move this fence here. It's just propped up just to keep the dogs from running between the houses. We'll prop it up down there, and then we'll do all this as a garden and just kind of leave like a little path, you know, right beside the house right there to walk down. But that's what we're going to probably do this fall, so that way it can sit over winter and kind of get ready to plant in the spring. So I will add, it's only like a minute at the end of this, just kind of like show you what we have down there. I may pause this, put it in the middle, and then I'll show you some green beans. I'm going to go pick some green beans now that the sun's kind of going down, because it's cooling off a little bit. So I'll go ahead and do that, and I will be back.
Is this ours?
Yeah, those are ours. We'll take those back home. The other ones are pretty well damaged. At least we got sunflowers. Okay guys, so here is our green bean harvest. And this is probably our biggest one-time pull harvest that we've had the whole season. And there are so many more blooms, especially on the purple ones. Those ones just were amazing producers this year. So we're definitely going to be doing those again. So those have been great. And of course, and they're all bush beans too, so they're not vining. So that's great when you don't have a lot of trellises, which as you can see we don't down there. So okay guys, so I'm going to end it here. Remember, like and subscribe and share, and we will see you next time, whether it's canning or cooking or another garden tour. Bye guys.